The highly anticipated Rustenburg Film Festival is back this year. Film enthusiasts and industry professionals will gather for an unforgettable cinematic and collaborative experience that transcends borders, cultures and narratives. The Rustenburg Film Festival is more than just a venue for movie screenings. It's a vibrant celebration of film's power to bridge cultures and spark meaningful conversations. The feature films lineup is as diverse as it is compelling. And joining us now is the Rustenburg Film Festival manager Lindiwe Mhlambo and Malao, the founder of Rustenburg Film Festival. Very good morning to you two. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the show this morning.
Yes.
Let's talk about your vision for this year's event. I'm just going to start with you, Lindiwe.
So this year we are actually focusing on a series called Quick Starters. It is an overall film festival with screenings and workshops and programs. And our Quick Starters program has been curated such that we are able to train new entrants into the industry and give them a 3-day intense workshop scenario from performing arts to script writing to directing, just so they understand what is required of them when trying to create their own films. Which is quite an invaluable lesson, and it's beautiful because we're trying to bridge the gap between new entrants into the industry and bringing the people who are more experienced, who have their expertise and have actually done amazing work in the industry, and help putting them in a situation where they're able to teach the people who are coming into the industry and giving them tools, practical tools to use. Because a lot of people come into the TV and film industry not knowing what to do, and they end up going into different careers and losing, losing the momentum when they're trying to follow their dreams.
You know, training the new entrants into the industry is one thing, but what about exposing them to opportunities? Because I do understand that festivals such as these ones do actually, expose them to opportunities.
Absolutely.
So is it, do you hold the same view with regards to that mandate?
Absolutely. So this year what we're doing is we have the quick starter sessions and then we have the main programs and workshops. So within all of that, what's going to happen is we're giving everyone the opportunity to be able to network, meet different people from different aspects of the industry, and get an opportunity to actually walk up to these people where you would have otherwise not been able to speak to anyone in the industry, whether it's an actor or a well-known director or a filmmaker. Now, Kia, let me also bring you in. I did mention in the intro that this film festival aims to bridge, diverse cultures and so on. So in what way does it, bridge those cultures?
Oh, look, this year what we did is that we expanded our program to filmmakers all over the continent. Now, we've got a program there that we are going to have filmmakers from Kenya, Nigeria, Namibia, where we are going to be talking about all these things. And we have also received a variety of films from all over the world. So we received, I think, around 1,100 films. And out of the 1,100 films, we curated about 96 films from 22 countries. So that in itself can sort of give you an idea how we are trying to bring different cultures together. And
and given the diversity of the festival, how does it cater to both the local and the international film enthusiasts?
Like Lindiwe said, for mainly our local people, especially those that are starting in the film industry, we've got the Quick Starter program. And then we've got another program that focuses on established filmmakers, wherein we are going to be having different panels and discussions and workshops.
And I'm quite keen to know the content of that, of those sessions, of those workshops. What is it that will be tackled?
Well, with the workshops, we are going to, put on that one?
Yeah,
No problem.
Because she deals with the program.
Okay, go for it, Lindiwe.
So with the workshops, we have panel discussions and presentations from various organizations. So we have the National Film and Video Foundation that's also going to be having their session. So they're able to speak to different aspects in terms of what they expect from people and what people need to keep in mind and think about when trying to submit their own or curate their own films.
Right.
And we have the Film and Publications Board, who will be talking about what needs to go into a movie and like basically compliance and policies and things like that. And we also have some broadcasters that are going to be coming through who will also speak to what those expectations are and how you need to package your film, your feature film or short film in order for it to be ready for broadcast. So there's quite a lot of information that we're going to be giving to a lot of filmmakers so that new entrants and people who have been in the industry are able to then also access people, you know, like if you'd like to find out how you can get funding, for instance, as well.
Yes, very
you know,
important.
things like that. That is quite important.
Yeah. And the festival is a celebration of film's power. So how do you measure its impact?
How we do that is, so what we also have is screenings. So we are in partnership with Ster-Kinekor Theatres at the Waterfall Mall. So we're going to be having screenings in 3 different venues, also with the Rustenburg Local Municipality Facility and the Civic Centre where the main festival is. So what's happening is we're getting a lot of people coming through to actually watch the films. It's not really just only about the film industry itself and knowing the ins and outs of it. It's also about actually watching what's out there and what other people are creating. And the impact is amazing because you get to see what people from different walks of life are creating, because everyone tells their own story.
Of course, absolutely.
You know, things that are relevant to them. And there are some narratives that are relevant to everyone globally. And then there are those that give you a bit of information and insight into people from different backgrounds and walks of life.
Okay, what are some of the highlights? I mean, what are some of the anticipated films that will be shown this year?
We've got our opening film. It's by Enver Samuel. He just actually recently won a SAFTA. And then we've got a lot of local films and a lot of international films that have been submitted. So we've got quite a variety of films for people to come and enjoy there. Yes.
And I see there's a rise and a popularity of these short films. Your 10-minute, your 15-minute films. Are you also catering for those, or are you only focusing on the long-form films?
We are catering for those. In actual fact, some of the opening films are short films. This year we received actually the number of a good number of short films from all over the world. So we are going to be curating those together with the local ones.
Yeah. Let's talk about the criteria, just in closing, the criteria that you've employed to screen some of these films.
Okay, so what we've done is it was quite a laborious process. So like Ia had mentioned, we received 1,102 applications, which we then had to go through an entire process where jurors sifted through everything, and we ended up having to narrow it down to 96 movies that we'll be screening. And those also have to go through the compliance processes through the FPB. And they've been really amazing with assisting us and getting certified. So that entire process took a couple of months, if I'm not mistaken. And and then getting everything certified and ready for broadcast and public screening. So it is quite a process.
This is definitely one for the books. Great chatting to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Great stuff. Well, that is the Rustenburg Film Festival manager, Lindiwe Mhlambo, and Malao, the Rustenburg Film Festival founder, talking about the valuable insights of the film festival.